What's up everyone and welcome to another Python tutorial. Today we'll be creating a quiz app using Python. Cool. So now let me explain what this quiz app is supposed to do. Basically, the program is supposed to ask the user a few questions, and then the user will input the answers to the program. Then the program will not check if the answers are correct, then give us back a feedback saying our answers are correct or wrong. So cool. So let's get started. First, I'm going to make a variable and call that variable correct. So, and this variable is going to be equals to an empty array. Cool. Then I'll make another variable and call this wrong. Again, this is also going to be equals to an empty array. So yeah. So now let me explain. I'll explain this actually in a sec. Let's just get to the question part first. So I'm going to make a variable depending on the questions I want. So I just thought out some few questions, just 5 questions we're going to be using for this tutorial, but you can do as many as you want. I'm just going to stick with 5. This is going to be really easy. So I'm just going to make a variable. I'm just going to call this q1, standing for question 1. So question 1. So question 1 is going to be equals to string. Then here I'm just going to, before that I'm going to print something here. And then here I'm just going to say, show the user or tell the user, welcome to Python quiz app. Quiz. Yeah. So welcome to Python quiz app. Then I'm going to tell the user what he can do on the app. So I'm just going to say type the letter instead of type in, we're going to try answer questions with letters. Then I'm just going to make this a little bit cleaner, so /in, sorry. Then here I'm just going to put in then the letters, so I'm just going to put this in brackets and I'm just going to say A, B, C, D. I'm just going to give a little space there. Cool. So yeah, so that's basically what we want the quiz app to do. And actually just remove this a little bit, get into that first. Then what's going to happen is that we want the user to input the answer to a particular question, and then we want to actually store it in a variable. So again, we're just going to make a variable called q1, and q1 is going to be equals to an input, whatever the user inputs, and here we're just going to put in that triple string. Okay, so here we're just going to type in the questions. Again, I carefully thought out these questions. You can create as much questions as you want. I'm just going to stick with 5. That's cool. So here I'm just going to write, I'm just going to say question 1. Then here I'm just going to tab a little bit. Then here I'm just going to say what color are roses? So this is going to be the question R1. Then I'm just going to put this here, and then here I'm just going to put in like our options. So here, put a bracket here, and I'm going to put in blue as one of the options. Then another bracket and another bracket, and B, I'm going to put in, let's say, green, and C, let's say it's yellow. Then D, this is going to be the actual question. You know what, I'm just going to put this yellow here. Then instead then we'll put it as C here. We'll put the answer as C, so red. Cool. So I'm just going to copy this and we're going to use it as a template for the rest of the questions. So copy and then paste. Here I'm just going to call this variable Q2, standing for question 2. Then change this to question 2, obviously, and then you can put another question again. I carefully thought this and carefully thought out some questions, but you can create as much questions you want. So how many legs does a table have? And then I'm just going to put random answers here. So here I'm just going to put in 5, here maybe 3, here 2, and in this 4. Cool. So that's our question 2. Then here I'm just going to make another variable Q3, and then I'm going to change this to question 3. Then I'm going to put in another question, which is okay, which of this is not really a wave? Which of this is not a wave? Sorry, wave. So I'm just going to put this, and I'm just going to put a light wave here, radio wave. Actually, let's change this to something. I'm going to say fan wave, then radio wave, then here I'm just going to put in let's call it microwave. Cool. So yeah, that's our question 3, and we still have 2 more to go because 5 questions I'm actually going to do in this tutorial. So question 4, and then question 4 is, what is the name of the person who created the Mona Lisa? And you guys please mind my spelling. I don't really know how to spell the Mona Lisa, but I'm just going to wing it here. Then so what is the name of the person who created the Mona Lisa? I'm guessing this is the spelling. I don't really know. You guys can comment down below to tell me the actual spelling of the Mona Lisa. I'm going to go with that, and I'm guessing the person's name is Leonardo da Vinci. So I'm just going to put the Leonardo. Please again mind my spelling. I'm sorry for that, guys. So da Vinci. Cool. So and here I don't really know any other painter, so let me just say Monat. Yeah, I'm just going to put any random guy. And here just any random guy. So cool. Then our question 5. So our question 5, the question says, how many legs does a cow have rather? So here I'm just going to put in again a bunch of questions, a bunch of stuff for which is the actual answer. Here I'm just going to put in 5. just going to put in 6, then here it's going to be 2. Cool. So yeah, our questions are carefully sorted out now, and now let me explain what's going to happen. We're going to get into an if statement, and this is what's going to happen. So now for our question 1, now basically answer is red, which is C. So if our user input C, that means it's correct. So we want it to append to this correct variable here. We want to append this whole question to the correct variable here. But then if our user input like a wrong answer, then it's going to append it to this wrong variable. Cool. So let's get into that. So now if q1 equals to C, then here we're just going to pass in we're just going to append it to the correct variable. Correct dot append, and we're just going to append question 1 to the correct variable. So yeah, then I'm just going to copy this again, and rather actually we need to put like an else statement soon. So else, then if q1 is not equals to C, then it should just append it to the wrong array. So wrong dot append q1. Cool. So I'm just going to copy this and duplicate it 5 times. So first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. Cool. So here I'm just going to say if q2, which is I've forgotten the question, sorry. If q2 is equals to D, if q2 is equals to D, then current dot append q2 to the correct variable. Else, then I'll just append it to the wrong variable. Then q1, if q3 rather, if it equals to B, which is the correct answer there, sorry guys. So if q3 is equals to B, then append q3 to the correct array, else just append it to the wrong array. Then q4, which I'm guessing is that which is going to be A. The answer is going to be A. So if q4 question 4 is equals to A, then here we're just going to append question 4 to the correct variable. Else append it to the wrong variable. Cool. Then for question 5, which the answer to is A. So if q5 equals to A, then it should append this to the question 5. Append question 5 to the correct variable. Else just append it to the wrong variable. So cool. So now this is basically how to tell the program if the user input is correct or not. So yeah, cool. So now we need to tell the user which of the questions he got correctly and which of the questions he got wrong, which is very, very easy. What we just need to do is print this, and then this is going to be a formatted string. So here we're just going to be like you got, then we're just going to do this, and then it's len. Here we're just going to pass in the correct variable. So the amount of things or the amount of data passed into the correct variable, it's going to know the amount of variable and then give us that. So yeah, cool. Then copy this again. Yeah, I'm just going to say, and you got, sorry, wrong, amount of this thing wrong. So cool. So yeah, so let's run our program, but before we run it, let me just explain what's happening again. So this is what's happening. Whatever we input inside this questions is going to store it inside our question variable, which is that q1, q2, q3, q4, all the way to 5. So yeah, once it stores that data, then it's going to come all the way here and then check if the answers are equals to the correct answers. If it's equals to that, then it's going to append it to the correct variable, else it's just going to append it to the, it's going to put that question in the wrong variable. Then after all of that, then it's going to give us the amount of variables, the amount of questions that were inside the correct variable, and then the amount of questions that were inside the wrong variable. Cool. So yeah, let's run our program and see what it gives us. Cool. So welcome to Python quiz app. Answer the questions with the letters A, B, C, D. Question 1, what color are roses? So I'm just going to put the correct answer, which is C. Question 2, how many legs does a table have? Which is D. That's question 3, which of this is not a wave? I'm just purposely going to get this question incorrect so that you guys should get the program, how the program works. So I'm just going to put C here. Question 4, what is the name of the person who created the Mona Lisa? I'm going to put A. Then how many legs does a cow have? A. So cool. You got 4 questions correctly. Sorry, we need to fix that. You got 4 correctly and you got 1 wrong. Cool. So now it's telling us the amount of the questions we got correctly and the questions we didn't get correctly, and that's what we actually want it to do. So yeah, that's actually what we wanted to do. But then we also want the user to know which of the questions he didn't get correctly. So let's fix that. So I'm just going to clear the screen here. So I'm just going to come here and you got just going to put questions here. And also here too. So yeah. So now let's just tell the user which of the questions he got correctly and not correctly. So yeah, I'm just going to print he got Q1 correct. He got question 1 correctly. So let me just say you got question 1, then else just print didn't get question 1. You didn't get question 1. So cool. I'm going to do that for all the variables. So I'm just going to call the video around here just to make it the video a little bit short. So I'm just going to do this for all the if statements and else statements. So cool. Okay, so cool. I finished doing that. So now let's run our program again and see what it does. So here, question 1, what color are roses? So C. Question 2, how many legs? I'm going to purposely fill this one. I'm just going to put like a random letter D. Then here I'm also going to fill this one just for good measures, or rather just to get my points. Then here I'm going to get it. So yeah. So you got question 1 correct, you got question 2 correct, you didn't get question 3, you didn't get question 4, but you got question 5, you got question 3 correctly. I'll fix that later. So yeah, so you got 3 questions correctly and you got 2 questions wrong. So yeah, so our program is working properly. So yeah, this is basically how to make a quiz app using Python. So and this is very simple. You can put as much questions you want in the program, and it will actually do it for you. It will actually give you this cool program for you, and you can show your friends. You can even use it to even teach yourself some stuff. So yeah, so I've reached the end of the video. Found this tutorial cool, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to also check my gaming channel, which is Gamexplus, and the project, if you have any problem, the project is going to be in a link down in the description on GitHub, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.